Hi guys, it's the Monk. Monk's pissed off today, so I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to be frank. I'm going to tell it how it is. And if people don't like it, I do apologise before I go on, because this is not going to be a nice video for anyone that's listening. If it's just me being honest, and if they don't like honesty, then I don't know what more I can do. I was in FGO for last night, and this is the video from it. You'll see. I mean, I got called fucking shit. Terrible in between sticks and all this, but as you can watch it, it's probably the worst defence I've ever seen in my life. And last night I had 2 defenders on and in any, and every other night we've lost 5 and 4-0 and stuff like that, and I think we've only won 1 game in the entire fucking season. I mean, it's just pathetic. Absolute worst team. And I was in Real Madrid as well, and they were fucking terrible as well. And you know, if anyone turns around and says Monk this, Monk that, I mean, I'm on leaderboards and it means nothing though. It means nothing to me anymore. Stats don't mean fuck all, because I've lost no end of stats this season anyway. Because I haven't done them, because I just couldn't be bothered. Half the time I couldn't be bothered to do them. You know, because it weren't that, but manager were like saying, oh, you know, fucking, you can do stats tonight at like fucking just after the game or before the game, and I've had my tablets, don't forget, at night time. And I'm pinning my fucking eyelids back to stay awake, because my medication fucking makes me drowsy as fuck. I'm trying to do stats off of fucking sleep, and I made a few mistakes. And sometimes I said to him, look, I can't do them tonight, man. I've got fucking, my tablets are fucking me up. But it just didn't seem, half at the time, if I didn't do them, they didn't get done. Like the other night, manager was meant to do them. They didn't get fucking done because I didn't do them. That's not fair, man. Not fucking fair, man. Not fair at all. You get treated like a fucking mug all the time. It pisses me off. They think you're a fucking idiot. They got no respect for you whatsoever. My 6 years of fucking competitive experience means nothing to people. Absolutely nothing. I've been around longer than half of them have. You'd think you'd have a bit more respect for you. I've got no respect for you. You should always have a respect for a keeper, man. He has a lot to deal with. Keepers are the hardest position on fucking field, because when you're having a bad game, you're losing. You know, you feel bad enough without people abusing you in chats or abusing you in the actual team chat, because they're blaming you for mistakes because you're in net. It's not that, man. The goalkeeper's hard enough in goal without some idiot. I mean, I didn't think I'd ever do one of these videos again, to be fair. I don't want to do these videos. I want to do positive videos about me, you know, lifting trophies or getting toxic weeks, stuff like that. Just positive stuff. Not this bullshit, man. Don't want to do these videos no more. I mean, if I've made mistakes in videos, or I've made mistakes, I've always owned up to it, do you know what I mean? But you know, look at that animation there. I mean, at least in FIFA 20 you could actually go down football there. Look at this. I mean, just being toxic. This is the shit I'm talking about. You think they're great because they're winning 5-0. You don't diminish teams like that, and then one day they're going to go into a team, they're going to go into a game, and they're going to get beat 20-0. Because that's how karma comes back around. You should never do that. I don't do shit like that. You don't ever see me doing shit like that. Even when I beat Macapaka, when he's been chatting shit in chats, going, oh, you shit, and then he gets beat 1-0 or 2-0, and I don't win chats and say this, that and other, or fucking put videos up of him making mistakes. I've got a video of Macapaka in FGL making some blunders, mate, and I've got some footage of that. I even scored a penalty past him, and because he said, oh, you'd never score past me, and I went in striker and scored against him. I did not put it in chat and go, you shit, this shit. I wouldn't do it, because in all fairness, there's not really many bad players. You just have a bad game or whatever else. Like same as me. If the people that actually know me on here, I've been in teams with, they know I'm a good player, they know I'm a class goalkeeper. I'll say I am a class keeper. I know I am. I've proven it loads of times. But it's not about how good you are to yourself. I might think I'm class. Other people might think I'm dog shit. But that's their opinion. I don't think, to be fair, I don't think there's many decent keepers in FGL I actually rate. And Regan McKeegan's not bad. People say he's better than me. Some people say I'm better than him. I think he's a good keeper. I don't think he's better than me. But he'll probably think the same fucking as me. He'll probably think he's better than me. That's just his opinion, same as I've got a right to mine. I believe I won at best in FGL. Yeah, that's what I believe. Not that it doesn't necessarily mean it's a fact. It's what I believe. I have to believe that. I have to think that way. Yeah, and people say to me, "Oh, you're arrogant, Monk. You shit. You're that." No, you don't understand. It's what I have to believe that, because if I don't believe it, then I'm shit. Basically, you have to believe you're good. Every single keeper in FGL will believe at some point they're better than someone else. You have to have that mentality, because of confidence, it comes with a keeper. You haven't got any confidence, mate, you're going to get torn to pieces. Like in this game, our confidence went to shit. And that's exactly what I had, because I was believing that I was shit that night. And that's what happens when you believe you're shit. You have nights like that. So this is what I'm saying, it all boils down to confidence. This is where people misunderstand me. In the past, I've never explained that. And people think, oh, Monk thinks he's best in FGL, Monk thinks he's... No, I don't... It's not... It doesn't necessarily mean it's facts. It doesn't necessarily mean it's facts on paper. What it means that I have to believe that. Because if I don't believe that I'm good, I'm shit. I'm basically no better than average if I believe that I'm shit. I have to believe that. I have to. And sometimes I do think, I question a lot of it. You know, everything that I've ever believed, I question it all the fucking time. I really do. I sit there sometimes and think, what the actual fuck am I doing? So I really do. And you know, I've never explained this before, and it's always come across, oh, Monk thinks he's best in all this. No, I have to believe that. Makapaka, he thinks he's best in FGL. Everybody thinks Makapaka's best and Regan McKeegan's best. Regan McKeegan's not the fucking best. He might think so, but he's not. Jaden in FGL, he might think he's best in FGL just because he's on top at leaderboard. Means fuck all. He could have had about 400 parries. In other words, caught it from a fucking corner, and it's classed as a fucking save. It don't mean nothing, man. Just let him think that. Like that FGL Henderson, yeah, he was going around saying he was better than me, and I was shit. Like, yeah, he's a good keeper, but what I'm trying to say is, keeper, it comes with experience, mate. You know, I mean, just because you're having a good couple of seasons and that, like that King Matthew, we were having a good couple of seasons, he thought he was a fucking goat. You're a goat, mate, when you're having every season like it. But the thing is, with FIFA, you can't necessarily call someone a goat, because you can have one good season, yeah, and then you can be shit the next, because you can get in a shit team that can't kick fucking ball straight. They've got two left feet. The defenders have got the fucking head screwed on the wrong way round, and they've forgot the compass because they don't know where fucking goal is to fucking protect you against. So, or you get a massive gap in defence because they've wandered off because they're fucking daydreaming. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? And then you get days where I mean, look at the other day, yeah, I got 13 saves in fucking first half of the game, yeah, and we lost 4-0. And then people have got the audacity to turn around and say, you're shit. You can, listen to me, if you're constantly under attacking goal, even in real life, you're not going to save every fucking shot. And then as soon as you, at the minute, I mean, I even said to Oliver, who's in my PFL team, my confidence has gone to shit. A couple of days and my confidence has gone from fucking 100 to fucking 10. And I've got no confidence at all in myself and my abilities at the minute, and that's why I'm struggling. You know, when your confidence goes down as a keeper, man, you don't start having good games, you start. But you've got to remember, I've won a lot of stuff on FIFA in goal. I've won a lot of trophies, I've won a lot of fucking individual awards like Golden Gloves and Tots at Season and everything else. And when you're up, the only way is down. So I'm having a down period right now. But what I'm trying to say is that people, I don't mind being underdog. I don't mind people calling me shit and everything else, because, in all fairness, I know I'm not. And when people turn around and say you've been carried to that fucking, you ain't won that, I just think, fuck off, you knobhead. I won't say that to anyone, to be fair. If you've won a trophy, regardless, you're still in a team. If you won it, you've won it, and you should be proud of it. I'm proud of every fucking award I've ever won. As old as I am, I'm still proud of it. Why shouldn't I be? Because people said I couldn't do it, so I'm bound to feel proud of it. When people are turning around and saying, oh, Monk, you'll never win out on FGL, and then I won 3 in a row, Golden Gloves, Silver Gloves, Tots at Season, blah blah blah, and then cups and trophies and all that, and then nah, you know, there's a couple of people that used to say, Monk, you're not winning out. They've stopped saying it now. So I always shut them up in the end. Like now, at the moment, I'm having a bad time, but believe me, it won't last long. I can tell. Because I'm that type of person that I will not stand. I mean, look at FGL, it was 3 years before I got a trophy. Because I would not give up till I got one. And I still haven't given up. I want more. And at the moment, I'm in a team that they're at top at table in VFG, I think, and I'm up for a trophy there as well. Hopefully, if next week we win, we get a trophy. So that's another trophy to me fucking cabinet. This is what people don't get. People just don't get it. I will never give up. It's not what you think about me. It's what I think that matters. Do you know what I mean? Like at the moment, I'm thinking, you know, I'm having a shit time. I feel shit in myself anyway. I'm not feeling 100%. And you think people would understand that mental illness is not an easy thing to deal with every day. And you think people would just turn around and say, "Oh, unlucky monk, man," and just keep your chin up. Like some geezer said to me in chat the other day, "Oh, don't worry, monk. We all have bad games. Pick your head up." Well, what's wrong with saying that to me, man? That even though sometimes he used to say nasty stuff in chats and that, and he used to try and wind me up. And then he said that, and I was thinking, you know what? Why can't people just be like that? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't hurt to do that. Even if you played against someone you hate them and stuff like that, I would never do things like that, you know. And it just diminishes people. And you know, when you're feeling shit anyway, you're having a bad time, you're having a bad game, shit like that. And you just don't need to hear it, man. If people just turn around and say, "Oh, unlucky monk, man. You did well, but you did your best. That were it." Sometimes your best just ain't enough. You know, when you're in a team and you're struggling and they're absolute crap, and be honest, they play shit together and everything is just not right. And you're bound to feel like that. And I think that's what I've been trying to say. And there's quite a few keepers I have a lot of respect for, not because they're best in the world and blah blah blah. Because at the end of the day, like some people said to me, "Oh, I'm not leaderboards on this, that, and other." Leaderboards on pro clubs means nothing to me anymore, because the truth is, it means how many games you've played. That's it. It doesn't mean how good you are. Do you know what I mean? And I've not really been playing that many games. I've only played like 800 games on this account. If I'd have still had my other account, I'd have played 2,000 or 3,000 games now. I'd have been on leaderboards now. But I'm not really bothered about it, because I had to start again. So you know, that didn't really help my confidence either. Because you know, when you've got to start again, your heart's just not in it. Do you know what I mean? It's like when my other account got hacked and everything, I lost all my games and that, and I've had to fucking share people's accounts and stuff to get games and stuff. It's made me feel like shit, you know. But that didn't help me before, because you just don't, you know what I mean. Then you get people demanding that you come on, you're on clubs and that, and they go, "Oh, I want you to come on here, or I'll take account off you." Then you get people like demanding you, blackmailing you. Or I've had a lot of this. This is what I had before, but I couldn't tell anybody because I was using their account at the time, and I couldn't be honest about any of it. But you know when I was borrowing a mate's account once, he goes, "Oh, if you don't come on, I'm taking the account off you." And like I felt like I had to come on every single day, and it got to a point where I couldn't be myself. I couldn't go on what I wanted to go on, and I've had this quite a lot, and I felt like that. You know, if I disagreed with something or they fell out with something, that's it. I'd lose account. I couldn't come online because I couldn't afford to get games at the time, and I couldn't afford to do any of this. I would be money troubles and everything, so I couldn't do it, and I couldn't explain that to anybody because I felt fucking diminished in it. I felt so fucking shit because of it. You know, I've never been able to explain this, and this is why I put that PayPal up so people could donate, so I could try and get my games back. I just couldn't explain it properly. But I think now if people want to donate, they donate. If they don't, they don't. It's not a problem. It never was. But I never beg anyone for anything. You know what I mean? If I ain't got it, I ain't got it. Simple as. And I have had a lot of money troubles over the past few years and stuff. But that's the reason I couldn't explain it the way I did. It just felt shit. And I was being blackmailed at the time. So you know, if you don't come on, which is blackmail, I'm going to take your account off you. If you need to come on and play for my team, you know, I gave you my account and all. I've had all that shit. And you know, people start blackmailing you and stuff, and fucking there's a certain person that knows fucking everything about me and that, and you know, and I felt like I was fucking like my real name and my family and everything. He knows fucking a lot of stuff, and he's going, "Oh, you know," he's going around telling people and stuff like that. I just, you know, I got so diminished by it all, and I felt so fucking shit, and I couldn't tell anyone. You know what I mean? And I think that's one of the reasons I actually got ill the way I did, because Like, I just couldn't deal with it no more. I couldn't tell no one. In every video I got more depressed, and people were saying, oh, you know, Monk's this, Monk's that, and I was sitting there thinking, if you really knew the truth, it wouldn't be like, you wouldn't think like that of me. As, you know, I mean, I actually said to my girlfriend one night, I said, look, you know, I've got to get a few games. I can't be blackmailed all the time, and this is why I was doing it. And then one of my other mates goes, oh, I'll borrow my account, so I borrowed his account, and sometimes, you know, it just feels like I have to be on all the time, or people get upset with me because I can't go, and this is because I'm borrowing people's accounts, and I don't like doing it, but, you know, it's just a sad way I've had to come online, unfortunately. I lost everything. I mean, I had all my games and stuff like that, and, you know, I can understand my girlfriend not wanting to get me any games, or not wanting to get any games, because I can't afford it, and plus, if she did, what if my fucking account got hacked again? I lost a fucking lot of stuff, and just my heart wasn't in it after that. And I've been trying to think, well, if I do get a PS5, at least, you know, I entered any games, and I entered this. None your girlfriend can say, oh, you know, you've had this, you've had that, you can't have this. So, you know, it has been heartbreaking, to be fair, when I lost everything, you know, and then I got my account banned for absolutely, well, I put it in a video once, this lad was jealous of what I was doing on YouTube and everything else, but why? If you'd have only asked me to help him, I would have done, because that's the type of fucking person I am. I mean, I help one of my friends do his videos at the moment. Everybody thinks he's doing his videos, but he isn't, because I'm doing them. And as well as doing my own channels as well. You know what I mean? It's because I'm that way. I'd help people. I do his videos and he puts them up. You know? So, you know, I help people. That's just the way I am. I don't look down on people. I don't fucking know you this, you that, you this, you that. I try and help people as much as I can, because I always think, well, what if it's me? What if that were me? But it has been me, and not many people. Like, people I've thought that was my friends, and, you know, they were chatting shit when I was poorly, or when they were coming to me going, oh, you know, Monk, how are you and all this, and then all of a sudden they just stopped communicating with me and things like that, like I'm some fucking alien. No, I'm a human being. No, fucking, you know, everyone's got problems, haven't they? But you should never look down on somebody. You know, like before, because I didn't have my account and stuff and couldn't get games at the time, people were looking down on me all the time like I was some fucking alien. You know, he's fucking scrounge, you know, he's this, that and other. I'm not that way at all. I've gone out my way to fucking help people. I've given me last fucking pound if I had it. Do you know what I mean? It's been because I want to generally go on live. I've never asked anyone for anything. You know what I'm saying? And then when I put that PayPal up, I thought, what's point? Always felt fucking bad when people donated to me. Like, there was one person that donated like some money so I could get a remote. I felt so shit, you know. I thought this is fucking horrible. And then someone donated, and then I got PSN and things like that, and donated. Some people have been very good on that, and I've appreciated everything they've done. But, you know, it's been nice when, you know, when you think everyone's fucking horrible and things like that, and then people do things like that, and it just makes you realise that not everyone's a dickhead. And it made me think that, and I think that's one of the reasons I felt the way I did, because I was getting to the point where I was on every single day, never having a break, never going out much, never doing no, and I was stuck indoors doing videos after videos after videos, getting abuse after abuse, keep doing them, and it carried on to the point where I just lost who I was, and I didn't know who I was. But anyway, guys, I appreciate everyone listening. I know it's a long video, but I just have to talk about things like that. And anyway, guys, Monk don't hate anyone. I never have done. Even Macapaka and things like that, and Apollo, I know that they get thingy chats, but I don't hate anybody. I wouldn't go out my way to. I mean, they're all good keepers and that, but, you know, it's just it's rivalry. If you ever hear me saying videos or this or that, it's not meant as things that it's just rivalry. That's all. You know what I mean? That's all it ever will be. Alright, guys, thanks for watching, and peace out.